Finally, just if it's just a little, we've got a little piece. Q back again with some more of that geek news. Now that the smoke is cleared and the world seems just a little bit more settled, and the race for Gaia between President Shinra and Bugenhagen, it's over. We can finally talk about RPGs. Now, you've heard me say this multiple times that 99.9999999% of consoles are usually settled with not first-person shooters, not the action games, and a lot of times, not even the first-party exclusives, unless you're Nintendo, which they got that handcuff like some of y'all need to do. That girl you've been cupcaking with, winter's here. So, with all that being said, what system is going to have, at least from what we know, the most RPGs? And exclusive RPGs. Will it be the blue corner? Or will it be the green corner? I always tell people who are thinking about buying consoles that you don't buy a console for the hardware that's in the console. Yes, it's nice to know all the specs and about the ray tracing and how much RAM it has and X, Y, and Z with a little bit ABC and a 1, 2, 3 to make yourself look better. I did it before and I look really sad. It really comes down to what games that you like and that you want to play and what games that your friends are going to be jumping on. And especially when it's $500 per pop per system, during the global miasma and civil unrest continued, money is hard to come. You gotta take extra thought into what new current console that you're gonna get. And if you're an RPG buff like me, well, that can sway you whether one way or the other way. From what we know now, the Xbox Series X, what I also like to call the X, which I thought that it should have just been called the X or the Xeno, that's just, my opinion with it, has a few exclusives that might interest you and a huge $1 billion deal with Bethesda that actually might sway you to become an Xbox owner. Some of the games that are slated to come from the Xbox: Elder Scroll, which we have been talking about. Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be a huge game, and that was a huge blockbuster transaction that Microsoft has did. Who's kind of, Sony is kind of pissed off about that because a lot of folks love Skyrim. I think that it still has a possibility for some ports or something on Nintendo since those two have been playing nicey, but Nintendo ain't gonna get Elder Scrolls 6. Not no time soon. Let's be real about it. Unless a Pro come out, let's be real about it. Along with their exclusives, of course it's gonna be those double dipping games like Borderlands 3, Mass Effect Trilogy, and word on the web is that there is another Mass Effect that is in development. Hopefully it's a lot better than Andromeda because they was trying to give me $4 at GameStop for Andromeda, and I might as well keep it for $4, right? You know your game is shitty if it's out in the same year and worth $4. Xbox is also going to be getting some of the Japanese JRPG games, which is kind of like been one of their Achilles heels in Dragon Quest XI, which is kind of like what they did with the 360. PlayStation 5 is boasting more than a few exclusives, as well as some of those double dip games which we talked about earlier in the Xbox Series X, such as Borderlands, the Mass Effect trilogies, Dragon Quest, which you can already get on these systems, but one of the games that has caught my attention, which is exclusive, is of course that Final Fantasy 16, which has a time exclusive. So who knows when the Xbox will get it. And of course, Cyberpunk 2077, if that ever comes out, it's gonna be for both systems. Exclusively for the PlayStation 5 will be Horizon Zero Dawn, Kena, The Bridge of Spirits, which got pushed to a later date, Project Athia, which for me looks really, really good because Square Enix has been doing a lot with these new RPGs that are action-based RPGs, kind of like how they did with Tomb Raider. They took Tomb Raider from being just a platformer to actually making it like a platforming action RPG. Just with the quick cues and how they intertwine the story with the action. That's how you do a game. Hogwarts Legacy, which is a millions and millions of Harry Potter fans still out there that's been thirsting for an MMO. And both PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, the X, have boasted more than a few RPGs within the next couple of years, which is almost kind of like they've been listening to my videos. Did forget any of the games that might be coming out, one that you might be interested in, make sure you hit it in the comment section below. I mean, I'm human. I can't get everything right. But as always in the web, this has been your man Q, your friendly neighborhood geek. If you did like this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button. And if you're new to my channel and you want to continue to stay up to date on all things geek, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And as always, remember to eat, sleep, geek, repeat. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace. And if you're still thirsty, here's another video for you right here and right here. Water's wet.